Hey guys, just an update on the water fast that I was talking about in the video yesterday. Went for about 36 hours and I decided that I was gonna go to Denny's. I was gonna wake up early, way before I had to go to work, go to Denny's and eat and eat and eat and eat. Got to Denny's, they were closed for renovations. I was dismayed. I was distraught. I was a little bit upset. But I went to IHOP instead, had 4 pancakes, 4 eggs, over easy, French toast, bacon, sausage, hash browns. It was delicious. I ate all of it. Oh yeah, and the slice of lemon that was in my water, I ate that as well. Not the peel, but it was an interesting experience. It was a very interesting experience. I actually recorded a video this morning on the way to Denny's, which turned out to be closed. And I recorded that video and it just did not work out. I just watched it a minute ago. I was watching it to review it on the way home. I'm like, man, I am so tired recording this. I am just so not even there. That this video has no value whatsoever. So apparently my brain works a little bit less optimally if I haven't had anything except water and a pinch of salt for 36 hours. So just a little note there. If you're planning on doing a water fast, be aware that you might not feel 100% the same. But anyway, so I went to IHOP, ate all that food, probably more food than I've ever eaten in one sitting, which isn't really saying a lot. I've never been somebody who like really pigs out or anything like that, but that was interesting. I almost immediately, like within 30 minutes or so, I'm like, you know what? I feel like I could just go home and fall asleep for like 2 days straight. So I got to work still about half an hour early after all that and had my 30-minute carbo coma. And the rest of the time at work, I was like sleepy, but not super tired. I had eaten and I had regained my strength, but I just felt sleepy and happy. Like it's an interesting combination of extremely sleepy, extremely, I don't want to be doing what I'm doing right now. I want to go to sleep. And yet at the same time, I'm just perfectly happy. And that was interesting. It's an interesting mood to be in. But anyway, I was thinking about, what's the takeaway from this? The only reason I did it was just to do it. Because I had never done it before. I'd never done a fast before, and like, I'll do it just because I haven't done it. Just do it, see what it's like, have that experience, and I'm glad I did. But as far as the takeaway from it, well, I talked yesterday about overcoming the habit side of thing, about how for me, it wasn't necessarily about withstanding the hunger. I could bear the hunger. That was fine. Like physical pain you can deal with it. The reason I came so close to eating so many times before I meant to be done with my fast was not because I was hungry, but because of the habit of eating. And sometimes it's the same thing with pornography. It's not so much that the urge is unbearable. I get this, I've had this a lot actually, but it's not so much that you have this unbearable urge to watch. You can have a really minor urge. You can have a really small temptation, but then old habits try to pop up. Or maybe for some people, they're not so old habits. And it feels like it would be so automatic to just go along with that and do it. And when I was fasting, I would walk into the kitchen to eat, forgetting that I was fasting and, not even thinking about it. And I'd almost grab some food and be like, oh, right, I remember why I'm so hungry now. It's because I decided to go on a fast. And so you've got to overcome the habit too, not just the temptations themselves, not just the powerful urges or the, seemingly logical rationalizations for giving in or anything like that. You've got to be aware of the habit as well. And you have to be able to just physically break out of that habit. And that's kind of what I started talking about yesterday, is physically resisting temptation, physically walking away, turning away from that temptation. That's what I did when I got into the kitchen. I was about to eat. I didn't convince myself that I didn't want to eat. How could I? Of course I want to eat. Instead, I just decided, nope. That was all I needed, was no. I didn't need an explanation. I didn't need a reason. I didn't need anything except that determination, that one single answer of no. Turn around and walk away. Same thing with pornography. Nowadays, most of the time, I don't even think about the reasons for rejecting the temptation. I could give reasons if I wanted to. I could go through a whole argument in my head and win it every time. And I could, think about all kinds of stuff. Think about my accountability partners. I could think about, how ungrateful that is to God to just go back to that. He's pulled you out of the swamp and washed you clean and clothed you in his own white garments, and it's just plain ungrateful to go back and play in the mud after that. I could think about all that, but most of the time I don't even bother. And you know what? It saves a lot of time and energy. I just say no, and I physically refuse to go that way. In my mind, I just refuse to think the thoughts that lead to that. I just don't even take that first step. No compromise, no any of that. Just choose to win. Choose to win and never get tired of winning. I got tired of fasting. That's a given. It's a good thing I got tired of fasting, because eventually I would surely die if I kept it up. Not yet. It would take, I don't know how long it would take actually. I don't know how long you can go without food, or how long I can go without food. But porn is different. You're not going to die from not watching porn. Okay? So just say no every time. Never get tired of winning. Just keep doing it. Keep fighting it. Keep resisting that temptation. Just refuse to go along with it. That's the only way you can fail. I've said this a lot recently, but the only way you can fail is if you comply with the temptation. It's not about not fighting hard enough. It's not about not resisting hard enough. You only fail when you comply with the enemy. So don't comply with the enemy. It's enough to just not move. It's enough to just refuse to submit to what the enemy is telling you. So that's it for now. Y'all have a good day. Just a brief little video there, just to recap on the fast, just tying this all together here, making it about porn, because everything comes back to porn for me. I'm obsessed with talking about porn. Maybe that's a mental disorder or something. I don't know. If it is, cool. There are worse ones to have. I don't know. Whatever. But anyway, y'all have a good day. God bless you guys. Take it easy, but not too easy. Check out the description. There are a number of helpful things in the description. This is a link to some other cool videos about quitting porn and stuff like that. There is a link to an accountability group if you don't already have an accountability group. There is a link to, what is there a link to? Oh yeah, my Twitter. Yeah, because Twitter's fun. But that's about it for now. Y'all have a good day. God bless you guys. Take it easy, but not too easy. I already said all this stuff. Whatever. I'm going to end the video. Talk to you later.